Hey all, this is Xenoxis, and this is episode 13 of Megabonk. Yes. So yesterday I didn't upload the clip from yesterday, which I recorded pretty early. I'm also recording pretty early today and stuff like that, so yeah, but yesterday I also figured out something, and I kind of wish I started doing that earlier, because actually doing the you can see now a lot of skin quests are done, now all of a sudden. And defeat the first stage boss in 6 minutes. All of them are done, pretty much. On all the characters I have so far, at least, and stuff like that, which is pretty crazy. And the only Emog and Tony Maxum have the 50,000 and 100,000 kills and stuff like that as their skins and stuff like that. Yeah, so normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which most of the characters have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely think that it could be another raw skins as well and stuff like that. And maybe they will add more eventually as well, and stuff like that. But you definitely feel like you're meant to do the thing. Alright, I'm gonna go to 80 and 80. There we go. This is episode 13, by the way. So yeah. Now you can see we have everything now, but yeah, I would definitely think that they would probably add like a gold increase as well that you could spend into and stuff like that. Even though, like, if they would have a gold increase, that would make Robinette a lot more powerful and stuff like that. But I wish that it would have some items here, kind of how Vampire Survivors, like, and I'm guessing that's maybe planned, like you could have like armor, for example, and stuff like that. But maybe that would just be too powerful on certain characters to have like a bunch of armor already at the start, but yeah. Anyway, the character, like, there were several characters that used one-shot the challenge. Calcium was actually the easiest one to do it on, and when I did the Calcium run, that's when I got the tome as well. So I've gotten the Cursed Tome. But it's weird, like, why couldn't they call it Greed Tome, or is there something that's already called Greed Tome? Is the question. Because there is, of course, the Golden Tome. But yeah, there is no Green Tome and stuff like that, because the thing is, like, so difficulty increases enemy quantity in instance. Attacks, projectiles, explosions, and more case size. That's interesting. Let's see. Attacks, projectiles, explosions. Ammo, yeah, there's a lot of things together. Okay. I should actually read some of these, okay. That's how much per minute, yeah, that's... We just to get high tier offers from leveling up, showing some more. Right, it only gives you a chance to have that, so like even if you have insane, like that doesn't guarantee that every item will be legendary, it just guarantees that, or maybe if you would have gotten used a common item, that it has a chance to get upgraded to the next like thing. I feel it's how they mean that it is. So basically, if you were meant to get a green item, you get a blue item instead, but you can still get green items, because otherwise, if you couldn't get high enough luck, and then all of a sudden now it becomes like really hard to just get certain basic green items, then that would be really, really bad. But yeah, anyway, I think actually, let's use Calcium here. We have done that here to clear with Calcium, which seems like weird. But we haven't. Anyway, let's do tier 2. Because here's the thing, right? The Bony dude is very good. He starts with 1.2 movement speed, so he isn't as quick as Todd Maxoon. Okay, so we get an early purple here, an early magenta. What do you have? Oh man, Turbo Skates. Turbo Skates could actually be insane because of how the character works. But what it is, it's more damage, right, the faster he moves. So getting like the movement speed Tom is insane in this character. Stuff that, you know. So we want to try and avoid opening a chest, by the way. We want to try and avoid projectile count, because projectile count is absolutely insane on this character. Yeah. Oh yeah, the skateboarding dude is actually very, very good and stuff that, you know. I know that we could probably do with some difficulty and stuff that. Does it feel like my... Yeah, so 50% silver gain is the maximum from that. And then an extra silver gain from the challenges. But since there are 30 challenges supposedly in the game, that would mean that you can have another 30% more. Refresh. Movement speed actually. Let's actually grab some of the difficulty here. I don't think it was that expensive though, the thing. Here. Because these are very important, the thicker ones, because those are generally the ones that contain the money. Let's go here. The magnet movement speed. Yeah, so there's a bunch of chests. Get the XP please. Oh, actually, bow works kinda well with it. The bone, but also like the banana works really good with the bone as well. Yeah. Alright, he's hiding behind the tree. Okay. Damn, the Turbo Skates is really, really good though, but I want the luck there. I want the extra luck. Yeah, be a little bit careful here. Get the shield. Staff actually. Fire staff, get a magnet for now at least. There's luck, Tom. Okay. Good. Good that we waited here actually. Oh wow. And I'm actually gonna ban certain items. Maybe we get one burger before we ban the burger and stuff like that. Like I need to stop there to ban certain things and stuff that, you know, certain items. There's a blue one. Yo. And this could be the run, man. Because now we will be able to scale luck like way faster and stuff that. Yes, we still need to get enough, of course, of certain things. But we would need a golden shield, of course, and if we're gonna get Kevin, we need to make sure that we have enough like projectile speed and stuff that, you know. Oh, there's the banana ranks though, so that gives us all the weapons we need. Watch is good. At least look at this damage, man, already. We're only 3 minutes 20 seconds in. So we can have this damage already and stuff that, you know, which is pretty insane. The story is also good here. Right. More luck, please. Thank you. Right, get some of that. Get the shrine again here. Speed. And we want attack speed. Good. We want attack speed and projectile count, basically. One lifesteal tome would be good. We're hoping that we can get it from something else. Okay, so we have 15% difficulty so far. Yeah. We need to be a bit careful here. Break the bounces on that. Yeah, we are a bit, you know, we are a bit of a squishy character. This is insane. Knock back. Yeah, good. Good. Okay, so we have the boss shrine. We loot the chest. Make sure that you only loot the chest so you don't spawn the boss by mistake here. Yeah, over. Would it take some damage there though? Projectile count. I heard a chest. We did increase there. Yeah. It's so weird that certain tracks are like way less loud and stuff that, you know. Projectile count. I could have gone with the projectile count on the banana there and stuff that, you know. So yeah. Took a lot of damage there. That's good though. Right. Luck actually. So we have 51% luck. This is decent at this point. Okay. We need to of course do a little bit more exploring, of course, obviously. Because, you know, we are at 2.5 movement speed. And I mean, doesn't movement also build up on him like that you go quicker, like the longer you like move around and stuff like that? I think that's also because of the power up. Maybe not. Yo, Phantom Shroud. I get more difficulty. So we're at 20% difficulty so far. 4.8 movement speed, what really? Okay, good. Like movement speed is fucking insane now. And of course, the quicker we can move, like the more damage we can do. Right, did we get both of them? The quantity and attack speed, and we have the luck and we have the agility. Attack speed. I feel like this is an insane luck weapon combination, by the way. So yeah, this is the shrine we can take. Projectile count. I do want to get some armor though, because we have 0 armor. Because the armor does definitely help. Especially when you have very little of it. But we need to kind of go like hit these. Get up here. I want to open more chests though, because more chests is just more like. Yo! 2 in the projectile count increase there. But I felt pretty low for a legendary roll though. Power up drop chance. A chest oats. This is nice. There are certain one thing that we definitely don't want to have more than one of them, stuff that if possible. We're here, okay. Get these first. Get you protect. Here. Get the magnet actually, because we have left a lot of stuff behind. We have merchant. Project account. Yes, the red one. Crit chance and size on the bow. Break the count on the fire staff. Break the count on the banana ring. Maybe I should have taken the legendary there. I didn't see really where it was. I didn't too well at it. So attack speed is another 32%. Crit chance, crit damage on the bone, nice, very nice. I'm moving very, very carefully because, you know, more movement speed is nice, but then you could move like into enemies. And more psychotonic. Yo. Please charge fast, please. Projectile count. Get a chest. Okay, classes. It's okay. Projectile count. We have time to get these, I think we do. Luck though. We have 35% difficulty. Power up chance. We took a lot of damage there. That was actually really, really bad. Okay. Now Max says people kill here. Because that's one of the weaknesses of the character. Attack speed, please. Okay. That. Very nice. Another Phantom Shroud. We need to go towards the thing. Get the nuke here. Okay, well, we have enough time though to get to the thing. I think we do. I'm not health here though. Health and get the attack speed. It shouldn't be too hard here. Yeah, look at this damage, man. Even though there's very little time left there, as you can see. It's crazy. We're almost at 3k kills at the first stage. I get the perfect account from that. We do take a lot of damage though if we do get it, so I'm a bit scared because that's the thing with the difficulty, that you used to take a shit ton of damage if you actually take damage and stuff like that, if you actually do quite enough. I would like to get tougher here actually. Just of that, you know. I would love to find some health. There's a health over there. We have time to get to that though. I do think we do. Damage, attack speed. Break the bounces on the bone here. Yeah, we have time to get you. Right, and we need to go. I don't want to go too far here. I don't want to take the risk here. Do something stupid here. No, I'm bailing early there. Better to do that sometimes. What level are we, by the way? We're level 32, which is decent. That's okay. It's not the best. We need to remember though that we have 0 armor, we have 0 shield, so we definitely need to get a shield this time around. I feel like we definitely need a shield. We need to get a shield going, or we need some armor, so that, you know. Correct, I count on the banana actually. Okay, Moai. Bleeding Crystal. We still have 5 HP radiant left because it used half the HP radiant. Wow, 3 Grandma Psychotonic is pretty insane. But we need to get more crit because these weapons don't have super much crit by default. Our up drop chance actually. So we have the drop chance is 1.2 right now, which I mean isn't super high or anything, but yeah, you know. But the thing is just that power ups can use to save you. completely. How do we get up there? We need to go all the way around actually. This is a very, very annoying stage layout, kinda. You know, especially if you want to go back to certain of these. Gold gain. So that's the first gold gain increase, yeah. That's another Movado. Damage. First lifesteal. Holy Book. The Holy Book is nice. Because that already has... Huh? What? Alright. That doesn't have lifesteal, it's the chunk plate that has the lifesteal. Attack speed, right? Yeah. Let's open a chest. Yo, toxic barrel. Luck. HP region. We get okay. Now we have 40% difficulty. Max XP actually, because you know, if we find another demonic blood, that could be insane. We could reach like insane HP levels and stuff that, you know, it is entirely possible to reach like very, very high HP levels. You can see here, even though we have 61k, it doesn't take too super long to kill, but we definitely need to like snowball some of the effects here. So much damage though. I'm a bit scared that I'm just gonna do a stupid mistake and then we're just gonna end up being dead basically. We do have a health over here. Go for the health, man. I don't want to take the risk here. I'm just gonna spawn the boss soon, right? Yeah. I mean, our HP region when we're moving around is not that great. And this is a bit scary here. We do have lucky fucking lightning power up over there, though. Golden skeleton, please. Good. Swoosh. Yo. Break the count on the staff actually. What's that? That's a shining shrine. Okay. Spawn those please. I take that. Even though that might be a risk to do. Try to keep it safe here, to just move around very, very little here. I don't know. Practical count, yeah, we had very, very few practical count there. All of majority of our practical count is actually from weapon upgrades here. Okay, let's pick up this. More attack speed is nice. Stonks, come on, in the money. No, don't. We almost died there. I really want to stand still somewhere here and just get safe for a little while, just to start re-ending pretty quickly. But our HP region is not the crazy like the 1000 or whatever into the HP region. It makes me really, really worry here. Okay, good. Okay, there's another boss cursing. I don't know. I I mean, the weapons aren't super high, that's the thing, right? That's the weapons aren't super high. But damage scaling is pretty decent though at this point. You know what, medikit actually. Yeah. I could have gone for Ice Crystal here though. We do have a lot of items though. Stuff actually. Correct account. Finally some armor. Oh, that's our first piece of armor there. This is insane. Your magnet. Magnet is absolutely huge. I feel like, because I think we have left a lot behind. We haven't found the boss shrine though yet, which has me a bit worried here. I know that is... No, we need a skew. Luck. Break the count on banana rang. Break the count on bone. Damage to elites. Okay, can food. Challenge. Lives to be good, go for damage. Attack speed. I'm gonna get this. Now we don't have a golden shield, so I'm gonna banish him. The question is, are you gonna be in this corner or are you not gonna be in this corner? We're gonna count on the bow actually. The fact that we don't have a single Savarudo has me like really worried and stuff there, but yeah. You know, kill count is decent. Took difficulty there, we are at 45% difficulty though. So you know, it's likely gonna be in this corner over here. Oh, that's stonks though. Stonks is important. I might need to start the boss already at this point actually. Correct account on the first staff. I really would like to see the Dragonfire thing though, by the way. Some regular microwave though. I hear a chest. Voodoo Doll would actually give me the most damage here, I feel like. Especially with this amount of curse. Pick up a chest though here. Good, clone, luck. It's good. Attack speed. Okay, another curse door. Gets me more HP region here, good. Get that. Right, and get this. That's another curse doll. We have 5 curse dolls now. This is insane, by the way. Let's try this down here. I should have paid attention to that. Break the count. Start the boss. I think. Yeah, we are at 0 HP region now. This is kind of bad. Being at 0 HP region, we need to deal a lot of damage here. So we do have this power up here. Come on, get the power please. I don't know if we picked up the power, but I think we did actually. Yes, we definitely did. Just kill the chunk of at least. get the immunity also as well here. Get the mirror though. You know what? This might actually be doable here. Even though we haven't done that much damage to the chat box. Come on, this is gonna be a lot of those here. Hopefully, break the count on the banana line. Break the count. More break does just use more damage. Count on the banana ranks, count on that, damage on the bow. Yeah, the damage is also very important. Like, sure, having like a shit on the projectiles is nice, but then we also need the damage, of course, obviously. We do need the damage. Alright, if I can keep moving around though without getting stopped, we do more damage, by the way. That's how the character works. Yo. Break the count. Break the count on that. Good. Man, if we only had poison here as well. Because the thing is, yeah, sure, the cursed all is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. There's the extra goal though. Yo. Banana rang. Damage on the banana rang. Good. You know. I mean, I feel like we're pretty, you know. Bone, yeah, we need a bone here. What's our attack speed? And also at 200% attack speed. We have very low crit chance though. Our damage is 4.9 though. But that is pretty insane. But maybe we should walk away more chest. But if I would have moved around with them too much, then that would be bad actually and stuff. That's yeah. I feel like it's the break the count that's actually keeping me safe at this point. I feel like, you know. Maybe we could get to this magnet maybe. Project count. Oh, why did it take that damage there? But yeah, that was insane though. That was insane though, considering the difficulty we were at. Considering the difficulty we were at there, we did 1.3 million damage with banana ring, 1.2 million damage with the bone. Okay, so the thing that was bad was the bow. The bow was level 6 though, so you know, I don't know. Yeah, we did do some poison, but we did do all that poison was from us taking damage because we only had the toxic thing there. Yeah, that was pretty insane. But I mean, if we would have had a revive there, I mean, even with the revive there, so basically we should have, you know, was the fire staff worth it? Was the bow worth it? Probably not really, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, we did get a lot of silver though that round, and we did get another skin to use. So that's dark calcium, that's nice and everything, but now we're gonna use acid calcium, so yeah. Do we do the sneaky lad? Maybe we do the sneaky lad actually at this point. Let's do the sneaky lad. Let's do a tier 2 run with the sneaky lad. So this guy just has a lot of potential and stuff that, right? Because, you know, because of the way this character works, you know, and stuff that, you know. You know, armor actually. Okay, Oats is nice. Tornado. Okay, Moai. Yes. Okay, so that's changing some things. Since we got beefy ring, that actually changes the value of the oats. So that if we find a microwave and if we get several oats, then that's actually very good, by the way. And we might actually go for this baton, but here's the thing, right? If we only ever find one beefy ring during the run, then that's like really bad and stuff that, you know. This armor, good. Because this was the automaton, right? Yeah. Good. Ooh, spicy meatball already, good. Yo, nuke. Okay, mirror is nice. Yeah, I almost thought about taking a Slutty Rocket there, but nah. Because I feel if we're gonna go with another sword, we're gonna go with the katana. Because the katana is very useful. The katana can actually nuke bosses, but you need the correct rolls on the katana. I really wanted the projectile count there, but I'm gonna get the things I want first though. We are gonna go with some difficulty though, we're not gonna go with super much, but that also depends on what we... Okay, so that's the damage one. You know, purple microwave would be crazy and stuff that, because we would already benefit from a purple microwave, by the way. Which is pretty crazy to say, you know. Because you just get lucky, man, you just get lucky with Mr. Bandit. The Bandit obviously seemed to be a, you know, like a, you know, sorrow reference, you know, stuff like that. And maybe we need a donkey character, you know, that's, you know, definitely a Shrek reference. I don't think the ogre is meant to be a Shrek reference, you know. Why didn't I slide? Wee! Whoa! With the count. Finally, that's why I'm not breaking for that executioner. Yeah. Because there's a lot of things that decides like what damage you can really do with certain weapons and stuff like that. Yeah. You saw there how good the cursed hole still was there at that point, you know, stuff like that. But the thing is, often with certain items you need a lot of them, you know, and stuff that like you need to get lucky basically, and like either find like a microwave there and then just find like a lot of cursed holes, for example. But if we would have had also several cheeses with that build, then like the boss would have not been able to survive, because like what we had, like I think we had 8 cursed holes there at the end, whatever, right? Because we also found several in chests as well, so that, and if we would have had like 8 cursed holes, then even if we had only like 3 cheeses, that would have been a lot of damage. Damage is not super high at this point. Okay, that's a... That is time stop though. Armor, please. We're not really getting super lucky here with the rolls here we get. Refresh. Wireless dagger. Good. That's a key though. Not gonna lie. Our key is pretty good here. I think we will be able to kill him quick enough here. Good. And the wave is about to start here. Good. Right, then we can get the immunity here. Get the shield here actually as well. Armor. Lifesteal, please. Refresh. Is that because we already found the boss? Yeah, we did, actually. can see it just barely there on the map, so you don't need to discover the boss fight a lot, you know. Which is crazy sometimes, you know, when you think about certain locations. Executioner. But of course, if you get like really, really bad upgrades on certain things, you know, then things can get way rougher, you know. But yeah, but I'm definitely hoping, you know, as I've talked about like the maps before, like I hope we can get a snow map. I hope we can get some sort of fantasy town map, you know, whatever, or like a city map, you know. I mean, you could have like a science fiction city also. Refresh. Yes. So we have the armor, we have the shield. I do want to have the HP, and then I'm not 100% certain of what the final thing is we're going to take, you know, and stuff that, you know, I haven't decided yet. Oh man. I go with that, so creates have a 25% chance to heal us. I've only gone for a little bit of difficulty though. Because see, that's the thing, right? It depends on, like, you shouldn't just pick up like the difficulty willy-nilly. You should actually say like, okay, like, what items do I have? But it can be really hard to tell with what damage you do and stuff that, you know. But you know. Yeah. Because keep in mind, like in Rotator, for example, like, maybe I should have gotten the PC version of Potato and stuff that, you know. Because yeah, like the reason why I got Potato on console is because, you know, I thought that, oh hey, the console isn't that far behind the PC version. But like the new Dawn update has been out for the PC for quite a while, but apparently the quote-unquote the console version is actually further away than that. Let's get the shit on me actually. I have a slightly stronger shield. Some more wire, right? Yeah. Okay, we can get another XP watch. Actually, luck at this point. And sometimes when you take a percentage, you get the exact percentage. Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, there's max HP finally. Tornado. The Executioner. And I wonder also if you could get like a map that would be like a mix of things. Actually, project account. Because I just feel like if we get help with our project account, then that is really, really good to get help with, you know, and stuff like that, you know. We do have a lot of cash. We don't have anything that benefits from opening a shit ton of chests. Oh. Right. Actually, we'll go for the odds here. Okay, and we go for another oats. Okay, good, and then finally another oats. I know the oats is used, what is it, 25 HP, yeah. Okay, right, get this. Damage to elites, the damage. Yeah. It's Lysis, it dies is good. Yo, fork. Get this chest as well here. Good, HP regen is nice. And we have a He is pretty far away here. Let's get the attack speed here. Reactor count. Damn. Refresh. The sniper. I was looking for the sniper actually. We could have picked up the sniper before, by the way, but I wanted to wait with getting the sniper and stuff like that. Okay, so reactor count. You know what? Yeah, go for that. Go for the sniper there. Reactor count on that. I want to see what's over here though, by the way. I know we haven't gotten any movement speed, which has been like really bad. It does move a bit quicker, right, by default, like 1.1, because I don't have a single movement speed, right? No, we don't have a single movement speed increase from anything. So they move slightly faster than normal, not by a lot though. Actually, go for the goal there. I mean, we should be nuking the boss quickly once we get to it. Stuff that I feel like. Okay, get the charge thing is good. Yo, let's get the chest. Good. That's a key. A key is nice. Let's go for the boss. And what's this nuke here? What's this nuke? If we get close enough, of course, we can hit with the other weapons. Say some detonator, please. Please stop being up there, please. See? No problem at all. We hardly had any time left, and we can still do it very quickly there. See how damage is. But this, of course, with only 5% difficulty, but still. We all know they have pretty insane like damage potential. Stuff that, you know, which is insane. I think we should be able to get both of these here, actually, both of the shots here. Let's loot up a few chests here. Ooh, the demonic blood is really good. So we have both the demonic blood and the demonic thing. Restore elite, please. Projector bounces. And then we go and get a chest here. We get another time watch. We didn't explore much of the stage at all. Life still low. This is cutting it close though here. Yeah. Sometimes it's so hard to know though if I could have survived there a little bit and stuff like that, but then it's just like, you know, because you could take just an insane amount of damage without like even realizing, you know. Turbo Socks actually at this point, even though that was another also we could have picked up there. There's a magnet, that's good. Weapons aren't at super insane levels, by the way, and stuff like that, but yes, you could of course get to insane levels, you know, if possible. That's just the magnet shine. Yeah, we don't have a single wrench yet, which is a bit sad, you know. Damage though. I thought about the max speed though, because here's the thing, right? So Beefering reads damage by 20% per 100 max HP. So, you know, it's going to be 20%, which is like 0.2 damage, technically, is what it adds. Yeah, 0.2 damage is what it adds to the damage thing. However, it's of course per 100 max HP, so we have 300, so that's So that's adding 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. 60% from having 300 health basically, because that's how it works. You have to calculate for every 100 HP, so you have to. So if you're playing a character with low HP, the beefing is not as good. But for example, if you play as the monkey, for example, then it's like really good. Vampire can actually be good. I love it when shrines are very close like this. HP regen. There's another magnet shrine over there. Max HP actually. Yo cash. Gain the money. You know, this isn't the best though, you know, and stuff that you normally the best time to pick up like the cash money thing is of course when of course there's a big wave going on. That's when like it's really insane. Max HP, good. Projector count on the wireless dagger. Because yeah, you can use stab blindly sometimes at the whole projectile count and stuff like that. All of these, yeah, it's a sneaky bugger. Another beefy ring though, that is just an insane. Because now you have double the scaling from the beefy ring, so now you gain like literally like 40%, but of course the damage is not always used immediately like 40%, because I think there are diminishing returns in that stat as well. Yeah. So damage is still pretty decent. We are not killing him the quickest though, but I'm not super worried yet. We use, you know. Okay, so that's another turbo sock though, that's very good. Another turbo sock. Now we are at 1.5 movement speed. Now I feel a lot more safe actually. You know what, let's take this though. Now we can start smoothing. Okay. There's some Moai down there. The Executioner. Moai. Bob. Yeah, we could have picked up a Bob before, by the way, but yeah. Right. I think we have time to pick up this one. Armor. 54% armor. And we're at 411 HP, which might seem like crazy, but that's not so too crazy at all. Knockback and break the count on a tornado. Yo magnet though. Nuke first, then magnet. Break the count on wireless dagger. Execution because that's high crit on that. Have we a lamp now? We got a lamp last time. Okay. A challenge shrine. A challenge shrine, please. Then you just kill them in a few seconds. Good. Yo, another demonic blade. That's good because demonic blade is healing, of course. We are critting. You see, we're at 91% here on the armor tome technically, but you know, but our armor is only 58%, so yeah, so there's definitely like a lot of diminishing returns, so you need a lot into the armor too. There's another one though, we need more different damage scalings though. Slippery ring though can be good, because if you stack both armor and, for example, evasion, then that can be really good together and stuff. That's right. There's a blue vendor here. Demonic blood, actually, because of the fact that we have the beefy ring. because the DVB ring is going to be our damage scale basically. Oh, it's good. And let's actually pick up some chests here. Okay, that's a wrench. If only we had you earlier. Get these chests as well here. Good, that's crit chance. Ooh, legendary one. Yo, please. Yeah, 15%. Nah, Animal is just too huge here. But we need to get more levels, of course. Now I know that we left some of those really good magnet shrines behind. Damage to elite. Well, I don't think that affects bosses, sadly. It is so weird though, because there is one thing that mentions damage to elite and damage to bosses and stuff like that. Damage just in general there. Right, so we are at 5 times the damage. No, I mean damage starts at 1.0, so we're dealing actually 4 times more damage, right? Because damage starts out at 1.0, so you know. 2.0 is basically double damage, so yeah. Okay, that's just one of those shrines. Is that the magnet? No, that's another vendor. To that blue one, you could be something insane though. Fair though, yeah, you just lose a little bit of HP is fine. 5% is nothing at this HP amount. I'm going to go exactly like this. Is that a magnet? No, you're not a magnet. What's that face? Am I going even the right way? Now banish. How do we get over there? How do I get over to use the shrine over there? You had to be in a fucking stupid ass location. Like, I cannot jump up there, man. I cannot jump up there. You have to go this insane way around to get to that shrine. That's insane, man. I mean, we are quick though. Okay. Spawn the boss, please. Of course it was gonna just go down there and just fall down. I will loot this chest, get HP regen, loot this chest, get crit. Okay, we do have decent damage, but we don't have any poison. Yeah, we don't have any poison at all. And we don't have a single cursed all. This is a bit of an issue. This is going to be a lot of XP though once we actually kill all of these, because we went around the map a lot and we only picked up one magnet I think earlier. And stuff like that. Just get in. Good. Okay. More damage on the tornadoes. Where's the other boss? He's over here, okay. I like the count on a sniper. looked like he was healing there for a while for whatever weird reason. Right, the stone golem we're definitely gonna be killing. At least. And the stone golem chest could help us a lot and stuff like that, but yeah. I don't think this would be an issue though. But we need to I really want to pick that up. The execution is good here. It's gonna increase our damage by a lot. Right, get these first. Good attack speed, that is very nice. Yeah. Oh, and we get the time freeze. Come on, come stand here. Actually, let's stand here. Let's do it. On the sniper, I think there was damage on the sniper, I think. Armor, please. 60% armor though. Come on, he's almost dead. Good. Max HP. Shield. Stagger, Executioner, Tornado, Projectile Count, Sniper Rifle. So no, we did pretty well. Not gonna lie. There's gonna be some pretty insane damage, I feel like. Armor, please. 60% armor. It's pretty insane. I kind of wish there was something though that prevented you from getting like knocked back and stuff that, you know, because yeah, because that's always an issue and stuff that, because yeah, max HP actually. Because I mean, maybe we can get a lot of max HP and stuff that, you know. Correct account in sniper. I don't think we will break our previous kill record though, because we don't have that much lifesteal though. HP, yeah, because I know that will give me like a lot of damage increase and stuff that, you know. Just try and hold whatever direction like they're pushing you in, kinda. The worst thing is sometimes you can die very quickly if you get stuck in a corner sometimes. Okay, all of the tornadoes. I want to get the cooked status at least, you know. The execution there at that point. Because yeah. And I know that it is like what there is at every minute there. Oh man. If we could get to that power up though, that could have been insane. I almost got to 3 minutes there. Okay. Spicy Meatball did 2 million damage, we did 1.8 million with the Executioner. Tornado did 1.4 million, Wireless Tiger did 1.2 million. We almost did 1 million damage with Sniper. Bob the Dead did a shit ton as well. That's from a secret Bob the Dead and Kimaru, we could have had 2 of them. And stuff that, so yeah, you know. Okay. Very nice. Then we got the Forest Bandit. That's actually very nice looking, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda prefer that, the Forest Bandit. No, but I'm gonna do the Forest Bandit. I know that I'm very close on getting the 50,000 kills, so let's do it. He has already done a tier 2 run. Yes, he has already done, so let's go. Finally. Tier 3. Is it gonna be the first tier 3 clear? We might actually do it. I'm gonna try and be kind of smart about things here with what we get. I really, by the way, I really want to get a certain thing here and stuff that, right? But you know, this video of mine shrine over there, that's very important to know early on. Sniper kind of makes sense that, you know, Mr. Walter, you know, would have a sniper, you know, kind of makes sense, you know. And I really like this, or like acid colors on neon colors, you can call it. No, those are the colors of that one flag. And then so yeah, it doesn't matter if you make up retarded flags, you know, and stuff like that. No, stuff that, you know. Power up drop chance, that's a pretty big boosted power up drop chance though, even though that is only 1.1 power up drop chance there. Executioner actually. Projectile count. I can already know which weapons I want the most. I would take them if I see them, even if there are other good upgrades, just in order to just have all the weapons already. So then, sometimes it is better to just try and focus on that one weapon immediately. But the main problem with the acid, right, is that yes, the acid is really good and stuff like that. Now he does start with 12 armor, by the way, which is decent of course. We did get an early cheese though. The count on that. You don't really want to take the acid unless it's kind of projectile count on it, you know, and stuff there, because yeah. But yeah, we need of course all of the different. We need all of the poison items, by the way. Like it's not just gonna cut it with like one thing or two things, you know, whatever, right? Ghost is good. Nuke, boom. Good. I'm leaving a lot of Black XP behind here just because we know that we can use the Magnet Shrine later on. Lifesteal good. Damage is nice. I'm also not getting the shield, but that's just taking too much damage too. Because you have to really think about like, okay, like how much damage is it actually? I think we can spawn more stuff here instead. Did he start with more movement speed? We haven't gotten an extra movement speed. No, we have gotten 5% from that, from the Count's Cloak. There's some more Wido. And the Moa has, ooh, a wrench. I mean, if we could get a ton of wrenches early on, that would be absolutely insane, by the way. This is the best thing about the poison, though. By the way, if you're able to use standard, like the acid flask is kind of the best weapon in the game. It actually is the best weapon in the game, by the way, when you have the shield. Because the main problem with poison flask, it has very short range to it. Like you will never throw it super far and stuff like that, and something that it has very short range. but it can apply the poison damage pretty quickly, and the damage on it, by the way, if you happen to get damage on it, then the damage you do is, you know, is a lot, you know, and stuff like that. And if you can just stand right next to the enemy, you will fire pretty quickly. You know, there's the Sabaru as well. Yo, 3 branches is insane, by the way. That's like what? That's like, yeah, 12% faster, and then like, so 2 of those is 15%, 15, and then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.5 from having 3, so the 2.5 better rewards. Duration actually. Duration there is important. And I think, you know what, I think we can deal with 3, okay. This is scary, let's not please. Now we're dead. Now we're not dead. Kaboomers! And we didn't use up the Sabaru. That would have been absolute ass if we used up a Sabaru already. That would have been insane. But why are there so many enemies? Alright, because it's tier 3, that's why. Tier 3 is kind of like playing with a certain amount of difficulty, kinda. Okay. Lifesteal, please. I want to get a lot of lifesteal, by the way, before we start going into other things. Yes, we already found the boss shrine. This is very useful. How do we get up there though? Executioner. Just the projector count. The count is very important, but we need to have get attack speed as well. So we need to get up there. Yeah, sometimes the maps are so annoying though, because sometimes it's like, yeah, so they're like really dark deep instead it's really far down. So you have to be up here basically and stuff like that. You know, we're only level 16 so far, which is not the greatest or anything, but yeah, there's 2 chests here, let's pick up 2. Okay, there is the thing though, there's the shrine. So we have 15.1% damage, we have 1.3 projector count and 8.6 power top chance. We need to do way more shrines though, hopefully, stuff that's, yeah. But if the shrines have a better reward, right? Or wait, what does it say? Shard shrine. Yeah, okay, it's only affects the shard shrine. Imagine, right, if there was something that could affect like the challenge shrine reward, or have a character that could be like replaces all shrines with like challenge shrines, you know. Maybe that was bad taking the acid flask there, increasing its size. We have a lot of ghosts though. Yeah, you might not understand why having a lot of ghosts are really good. But yeah, but this also has seen that if we get mob, this could get insane. Because you see the ghost stay around. Get crit damage, because crit damage is very useful as well. Sniper. So we have a projectile attack speed. We do have 7% attack speed, which is not super good. Right, mold disease. I thought about another range there, but yo, voodoo doll. It's very powerful right now. Look at that. Sniper. Okay. Oh man, you know, there's a I really want to attack speed here. Actually, let's try and spawn the boss already while all this stuff is up here. I mean, the boss says, awesome! Can we deal with this though is the question. Refresh. Lifesteal though. The main problem though is we need to get close enough to get the thing. Break the count, that though. I think we might have enough gold to get both of these. No, not yet. So we need to inflict poison on them, which is why, for example, if we happen to get the shield here, that could be insane. If we can get the shield, of course, obviously. We're not always guaranteed to get the shield here. The scary thing is you need to run close to them, by the way, in order to, you know, do the thing. Attack speed though. Like, we can melt them fairly quickly, as long as we can get like the poison effect in. See, and the thing is, like, why are we healing so quickly? That is because of the whole, that's because of the way the poison works. Because, yeah, it's the poison that is doing the majority of the damage here. And by the way, you could easily have like a run that reaches like an insane amount of poison. Yeah, good. Refresh. Refresh. With the count. So wait, we do have the attack speed. We do have the breakthrough count, and we do have the lifesteal. Maybe we want damage actually. No, we actually want duration. I want the duration book. Refresh. I think I saw the slot cannon is really good at this point. Oh, the stone golem was left alive. That's nice. Good timing. I get through the cabin here. What's one of these speedy golden seal though here? Xenoxis is nice as well. Just going to the next day now, we'll get these shrine leaves there. Great damage. Whee! Let me get these. Good. Get these as well. Good. The weapons aren't super high yet though, by the way. There's finally more practical counts in once. I want to wait here a bit. But since we don't have any shield, that could be like really risky through here to use speed. Risky too much here. We need obviously to have a really good second map here now. Because I've never even made it into the third map, of course, obviously, you know. And maybe it's have I ever had a serious attempt, though, is the question, you know. Now, we don't have that much money, though, to go with, you know, so we need to open quite a lot of chests, you know, instead of, yeah. We do have, however, one thing that is really absolutely huge. Look at the amount of ghosts. These ghosts basically stick around and like protect us and stuff like that, so the more we interact with stuff, the more ghosts we get. And stuff that, like everything we interact with, you spawn more ghosts, and ghosts will of course protect us. You know. And the ghosts are very good at protecting us, like that's the insane thing, right? That like if you have interacted with a lot of stuff already on the stage, then the ghosts aren't very good, but once, you know, the campfire is really nice though. the Duration Tome finally. So the Duration Tome will definitely want to get some good levels on. Because the Duration Tome of course makes the poison last longer and stuff like that, yeah. The thing is also the poison damage, the way the poison damage works, especially on this character, is right the fact that when something dies they explode. And we're at 2 warriors now. I forgot that it's 2% chance only, yeah. But does more burgers increase the chance of them spawning? Or is it, you know, is it something else? No. Okay, some of the challenge. You know, in these days I don't feel like we should spawn more bosses, you know. Maybe we should. Attack speedo. I won't have a certain attack speedo, if possible. Source is good. You see damage here, especially by poison him here. The poison damage isn't super high yet. Yeah, the thing is used though that if we get a lot of more levels on the acid thing, then our poison damage would be way stronger. And we still don't have the poison hits yet. We don't have the poison hits, which will be huge for poison damage. So we also need at least two more good rolls. We also want the radiation barrel and stuff that. And then also maybe spiky shield as well. Okay, there's the first crit thing. Let's grab the magnet. Executioner. It's crazy that all weapons are still fairly low. There's swarm incoming. Yeah, the swarm can be rough on the stage though. Please, get the attack speed. Now that's the Savarudo there, sadly. That we used up our revive already. There's Bob though. We got to Bob at least. Yeah. I shouldn't have tried to be greedy there and gone for the shrines there, you know. Because that could have been so easy to survive. Let's be greedy though. That was really my bad and stuff that, you know, like we could have used so easily survived there, but yeah. Do we have movement speed yet? We have a little bit of movement speed though. From something, right? Nah. What do we have the movement speed from? It doesn't show up there as a passive, so we haven't got it from a shrine. We have gotten the turbo socks and we have gotten the Count's cloak. I wouldn't mind more turbo socks. We have found the boss shrine. Good. I hated that we used up the Savarudo already though. That feels kinda crap. That we used up the Savarudo because, you know, because yes, there's way more damage I have to deal with, you know. And our armor situation is not great. We still only have the default armor here. Sauce. Yeah, you can see our damage is only 1.4 considering what our damage was on the little guy, you know, stuff like that. But the little guy was had a lot of like difficulty active, you know, and stuff like that, you know. So we need some other shrines to come in clutch here. Knockback though. Knockback can actually be very good. Size is actually way better than people think. Okay, Clover. Clover is decent, I think. You see, if we... Yo, Socky Magnet. Project account. Yeah, we have very, very low project account so far. So yes, the project account is going to be a big deal for damage, obviously. That's why though, let's go for why. More disease, this is good. But again, we kind of want the cursed doll. Let's open a chest. Even though it's, yeah. So we have 1.5 damage. We don't have anything to scale the damage with so far, which has been crazy. Lifesteal. 59% lifesteal. Reactor count. Speed. I want to go fast there actually. Microwave. Yo. You do have a cursed doll, like please don't take the cursed doll, whatever you do. The worst thing is what if we end up losing the cheese here. Right, you know. Attack speed. Yeah, that was a bit too risky, damn it. How much damage do we do with poison? We did 282,000.6 with the poison. That's the poison damage. Yeah, so the poison carried and the cursed doll carried. Keep in mind that was only from one cursed doll. So if we would have had a lot more cursed dolls, if we would have had 3 cursed dolls, because the cursed doll does affect the poison damage as well. So if we, let's say we had 3 cursed dolls, this probably would have been like around 700,000 at least, or something like that, because that's kind of how insane it is, you know. We didn't get to use the 6 cheeses that much though. But yeah, we did get another one, and we get the blue ammo skin. Yes. Right, that's pretty cool looking. But then the only other character that has that, right, is Xenoxis. Yeah. So 100,000 kills was here. So that's pretty cool. Right. Wood Executioner, we're getting pretty close to Yo's dagger. Which is pretty nice. Okay, Tony Maxum needs to get 50,000 kills. So do we have the 50,000 kill on everyone? I think we do. Yeah, we do actually. On all the characters we have, of course. So that's nice. So yeah, of course we need to clear this at tier 2 and we still need to find that. In under 10 minutes, yeah, that is very, very difficult to do, I feel like. I get Tom to level 10, but we give you the curse grabbers though. Do we do one more run? Maybe we do. Again, 1% attack speed per level. That guy. Actually, let's do the build that I thought about doing. Ninja still hasn't done tier 2, but we're gonna do a tier 3 run. Right, and we need to get the boss curse though. And of course we need to see the right things happen here if we want to even have a chance here. There's a legendary shrine though. A regular like legendary shrine. Okay. Right, the count is good. Okay, so we've gotten some of the souls already, which is good. I think this is now to inspired, right, with the colors, I think, I'm pretty certain. Right, let's see what the MOA gives us. Golden gloves early is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, it's more from getting kills, right, yeah. Specific from killing. Ooh. Duration though. Yo. We get the early ghost, we get another projectile. It's good. And of course the more stuff we can interact with, the better. Okay, another MOA. Yo. Now we need that. Because that is early scaling. And stuff that. We also want a certain very common item, so let's not open a chest because I saw the merchant over there. We need the other weapon pretty soon. We need it sooner rather than later. We need the executioner is one of the things we need. Ooh. Yes, Phantom Shroud. So we're gonna need a bunch of Phantom Shrouds now. Hopefully we could find like a blue microwave. So that there's a merchant over there. So let's hit towards that merchant. And this guy does move 1.2 by default, by the way, because the Phantom Shroud doesn't give us. There's a kaboom. Good. Size and damage. Although that was a desert executioner, good. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now it's either the moldy cheese, because the poison makes sense that the Death Ninja would go with the poison, of course, to poison stuff, you know. Great chance though. Okay, and we found the shrine already. Good, very good. Already found the shrine, this is very good. There's another blue one. Crit chance and crit damage on katana. Toxic barrel. After taking her. While taking damage, yeah. The main problem is that we need to take damage, so then we need armor, right? In order to make something like toxic thing work, kinda. Duration actually instead. The cursed doll, good. So we have one cheese, one cursed doll, which is good, decent stuff. We could have had already 3 cheeses otherwise at this point, because we have seen 2 more cheeses that we did not take. We have triple chunk cams. Break the count. The break the count is something we wanna stack early on, so we can have a lot better very quickly and stuff there, because that is used so much damage with this setup. Another cursed doll is good, please, another cheese. Another cursed doll is also good. And that seems to be something that's likely sometimes to happen. That that if you get several, sometimes you just get several of the same item and stuff that sometimes, you know. Sometimes you just get lucky and that. And I don't know if it's within the same frame. Or whatever, if you basically open them back to back, that they're touching, that the chests are touching each other or something like that, you know. The wireless dagger, good. Armor, because that's our first points of armor there. So you saw 5% armor gave us 6% armor, as you can see, because we have nothing else that is actually increasing our armor and stuff there. So that 5% armor is 6% armor there and stuff there, which is used because it's not affected by diminishing returns. I'm guessing the 5% armor there that gives you is actually 5.9 or something like that, so it scales out, you know. Yeah. Okay. Get the movement speed here, good. Get the movement speed. Crit chance. I'll pick up the crit chance. I want to check though here if it's just, you know. Like you definitely want to use the movement speed when you get it and stuff that, you know. Use it actually properly and stuff like that, yeah. Okay. I'm actually gonna banish the burger actually, so we don't waste with that. And there are also other items maybe we should ban, you know, but that completely depends on a few things. Okay. And we get evasion. The fact that we haven't attack speed. So we have the crit chance, we have the attack speed. Yeah, I might need to go for the tome. Because of the fact that we haven't seen a single of the items yet. Or we haven't seen a single one of that specific item. We do have zero lifesteal though, but this is extra jumps. And extra jumps are very powerful on this character. Refresh. Attack speed. I thought about movement speed there really. I did. Okay, good. So we get 2 chests here. Yo. Well, airborne is actually good. You might say, oh, the airborne is not good. But it is actually good. Right, like, the thing that can make it good is called like if you got a lot of jumping potential, then it can be really good. I should be opening chests now, actually. So that's why we're opening chests. Projectile count. And a Moai. Actual turbo socks at this point. So we can move around a bit quicker here. We jump up here, we get this, we get the chest. The campfire. Good. And then we get this chest, good. Oats. It's nice. Cursed water doll, that's good. Like I'm opening a lot here because just we want more cursed water dolls and stuff. That's another. Yes. You had evasion there though, so that was a bit, you know, annoying. I think poison showed up earlier. I thought about not getting poison instead of getting the sniper because I know the sniper is good for killing bosses and stuff like that, you know. Okay, get that. Tactical glasses is completely fine. That is pretty decent though. Okay, and I think we should maybe start that. You know what? Jump height, because I think we can actually do this. Jump! No. Okay. I think we got the potential to do this actually though. Jump up on these first. No, jump up on these instead. You stupid face. Jump! No. God damn it. I really wanted to do something. Ha ha ha! Jump! your poison damage. Come on. Yeah, we need to get more acid flask levels. The projector count can also work here. We need to be pretty close to them here though. I want to start stacking the poison. But I want to find a shield, by the way, if possible. We do more damage while airborne, so I should use really jumping as much as possible. Although we don't have that many ways to self heal here. It's a bit bad. I'm going towards the health here because I don't have any. We do have only like 10 HP regen and we have like 0% lifesteal. It's bad right now. I know we have the campfire and stuff that, you know, but the campfire is not. Okay, that is good though, that can let us clap stuff. Helped. And helped. Okay. Yo, let's go. Duration on the poison there. I really want to get that item though, by the way. Okay. Yo, HP regen is nice. Come on. Yo, lightning thing. Oh, no problem. We took a lot of damage there, we took massive damage there. Refresh. Refresh. Lifesteal. I think we need to go for lifesteal. Normally I would go for the evasion here. Who's dead? No. I need to get the health here though. Yo. That's nice though. See, there's a lot of things we're firing out now. Yeah, good. Correct account. Crit chance on that executioner. Attack speed. Crit damage on katana. Attack speed. Crit chance. Correct account. Lifesteal. Poison flask. Yo, another ghost. Attack speed. Banish. Curse voodoo doll. Then we have 6 voodoo dolls, man. That's pretty insane though. Can we quickly reach this though? Good. Yeah, I'm not taking the risk there. We're going into it early. But I thought that the difficulty there affects the difficulty on the next part of the stage though. Doesn't it, like, because why does it say like hard and stuff that, you know, and the difficulty levels, right, you know, because I thought that those things affects the difficulty of the next part, you know. Okay, size. So what's our damage? We are at 2.5 damage, which is decent. But you saw that it took a long time there to kill those bosses, but that was of course because we had separate bosses spawn. We have a microwave there. Now how many greens do we have? We do have quite a lot of greens, I feel like. Duration though. Because the duration for the poison basically is what we're going for. Armor. Good, now we're at the 12%. Good. And we go for crystals there. Actually, we'll go for 1 crystal and then we'll go for 2 cheeses. And hope that it doesn't take any of the crystals away. Good, and another cheese. So now we have 7 crystals. We have 3 moldy cheeses, yeah. And this also, by the way, yeah, we find the boss fight already. That's actually that's insane, by the way. Like, that's not, you know, something to joke around with. Look at the ghost we have. Right. Evasion, because the evasion is very, very important and we get a lot of stuff that, just because the evasion has the execute effect, by the way, but you just need so much of it. But when you crit chance here. Good, finally. You know, I would have gone otherwise with stacking the slippery ring and stuff that, you know. But even if you get a shit ton of slippery rings, okay. Now we're cooking a bit. But we need to cook way better than this, by the way. But yeah, see, that's something that's like really, really useful, by the way, just that we can, you know. Look how much damage we can do. That's insane, by the way. And we got shield. Finally, we have a shield now. What's the Mr. Poison do? You do a lot of damage, actually. That's great, man. Look at this melt. Yeah. Poison is taking good damage now. Good game sauce is also very good. Okay. Damage. Good. We have the potential to get to absolutely insane bonkers level damage and stuff that's right if we luck. Just a little bit of extra luck here. We need more gloves. We don't have a demonic blade yet. That's the first demonic blade. I feel like the demonic blade is really, really good at this point, by the way. And one thing which is absolutely insane, of course, is that the fact that we have the jump height that we do. Because, you know, the jump height just allows us to get out of situations, you know, and stuff that, like. I know that the jump height is very, very important and stuff that, and sometimes it's just like, you know, but sometimes it's just, sometimes you have to do some good things show up, you know, stuff like that. So the fact that the boss shine is like up like this is not the greatest thing in the world, you know. It's actually pretty bad in the world, boss shine. The guys has to go this far up. Okay, we can get attack speed here, good. Attack speed here. I want to go and try and explore as much as possible though. Because again, yes, more poisonous cheese would be good for damage. But, oh yeah, that's good attack speed increase. Right, and then lose it. Yeah. Okay, Magnet is insane at this point actually. There's a purple vendor which is insane. Katana. Okay, more evasion. Katana. Okay, so now we have 42% evasion. Great damage size on the katana. Poison flask. Executioner. Walla stagger, that was a huge for the stagger upgrade actually. And the faster you move, the more the attack speed you gain, with 40% per stack. We already have one turbo skate, so oh man, we can get the bulb here. Thorns though. So we have 21% armor, which calculates into 41 tones. Which is not that great. the cheese stone, which I've said is good. The thing though, if we can get a lot more armor, like, right, the thing is just that one spiky shield on its own is not super good. But if we could get several spiky shields, then that would this one it really starts being good. We have to count for damage. Actually, we need to take a poison blast there. Because we want the poison to last as long as possible. Or there's a legendary shine. I forgot if there... Oh man. Size down. Right, because more size means more splash damage, basically, pretty much. You're the crit damage though here. If you happen to get a lot of crit damage, then that could be insane. There's no crit damage so yet though, by the way. There is a crit. Some more cost, but you know. In the cash, good. I know we need to go for the boss of course. There's another Magnet Shrine though. I think we have gotten enough already. Man, I thought about taking evasion there actually. I really actually want to get these two first here. Attack speed. Right, the count on poison there. There's another spiky shield there. Good. So now we have 29% armor. Which calculates into 122 thorns. It's not super high, I know. Not super high yet, but yeah, we have to count the only. Starting to go towards the you know. Duration, because the duration is very powerful of course, because the longer we can make the poison last, the better of course, obviously. Can we get jump height? I don't think jump height show up. Oh, it does. 11. Let's melt chunk him here. No attack speed though. Look at that poison damage though, look at the poison damage. Together with the curse. Because the magenta is the poison. Then it gets more insane of course the longer it stacks, you know. Because that's the way the poison works. Like if you like each cheese, by the way, from my understanding, counts as an individual poison stack for whatever reason. Oh wow, now we have 48% evasion. The highest type rate is just like 60% evasion. Something like that, 64% or whatever. We need to go up there, so it's good that we're on this side here. I want to get the magnet though. And then we combine this with nuke. Good. Projectile speed though, so we throw the poison things faster. Attack speed. So we throw the poison things faster, because the poison thing is how we survive this, or how we clear this. We still have the scarf right here, we still have the scarf. Now if we could multiply the scarf for example, because the scarf is massive, because it's 50% more damage, like a lot of people say, ooh, the scarf is bad. Right, and then like, when you have like a lot of jump, that counts as you being able. I really hate how he's kind of jumping over here. It's a bit hard to control in the air, so that's why I didn't really want to jump there, because you know we might just do something stupid. No jumping here, but you know, because we might just end up jumping into him and then dying because of that. But we got this. Got this. Just keep it safe. And he's dead. did it! An executioner. Yeah, we just want to go and take the portal early because I think that affects the actual difficulty on the next stage. I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah. Okay, first down into stage 3. But we need to clear the boss on the stage. Okay, so there. Oh, cursed forest. That is scary though. But doesn't this forest have like a multiplier or something like that? Like, you know. So what would affect our damage the most? Yes, more diseases would be good, especially if we could reach demonic solo. Right, we don't have that many kills so far, like that's the thing, but we don't have super many kills. Great chance actually. There's of course a lot of things that could go wrong, like one, I don't know how tough this boss is, of course, obviously. It's not that, we don't know. Size. And I talked about how important the size is because, you know, I feel like that was huge for the person. Okay, chest. We have a lot of items, man. I don't think we did get all the short those because like doing that would be absolutely insane, right? Which is required for the chaos shrine, you know. HP regen though, we are at 122 HP regen. But yeah, you could theoretically reach what the campfire has. But yeah, let's start with campfire now. Extra jump though. Now we have a triple jump. Let's see how quickly we melt this amount of health on the stone door here. Yo, and now we get finally the animal here. This is insane though. Because we can remain airborne now for so long because of our triple jump. It's absolutely insane though. With a triple jump here. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. Or whatever it is. That he says. I mean, that's just a common saying, I feel like, you know. Because you do squeeze lemons, of course, obviously, of course, you know. Okay, there's the shrine. Whoa, the shrine is... That's quite a colorful shrine, though, you know, not gonna lie. Phantom Shroud. Our evasion is only 50% though, but we have 2 Phantom Shrouds, so the Phantom Shroud temporarily increase attack speed and movement speed. The 2 times damage with next attack also, so you know. And sometimes it seems like the enemy doesn't really know what to do. So the best thing is you could do a double jump, and then for example if you're risking of landing on an enemy, then you can use that as triple jump. There's another legendary shrine though. I see you can just do that, which is so freaking powerful. There's a magnet there. Get the magnet though. I want to go back to that legendary shrine though. Yeah, Poison Flask. That's insane. Water Stagger there. Water Stagger. We want to take the triple as much as possible though, by the way. There's the shield. Get the shield. So we can safely take this shrine in peace here. We've already found the boss shrine. Crit chance. I thought about the armor there actually. this does still have a boss though, right? And then you get to that final level, of course, where the final boss is, you know. Which can apparently be a route, but apparently there are shrines on that boss stage that you can activate and also that. Another swarm already. And I really want to get to the MOA, but I'm not gonna do something stupid here like I can just, you know, try to. Because I know that it's like to the 30 that you need at least, you know, that's how long they keep on spawning at least, you know, and stuff that, you know. Katana there. Always go for the one that has 3 upgrades on it, by the way. When you have the handle. But I can go for that, like don't waste like an upgrade. No, don't waste it and go for like a regular thing when you have the handle. And it's crazy, right, that our weapons aren't super high at this point. That the magnet here good. Poison flask. Attack speed at that point. Poison flask good. Projector count. Moai, moldy cheese. You know what? We saw a speed thing here. Katana. Now when you start going towards the thing, by the way. We cannot wait here, you know, and stuff that we cannot wait and like do the stuff. Now I would take something, of course, if there's something simple we can see along the way, you know, and stuff that, because yeah. I don't know how long this final one will take here, you know, we see the shrine over here. 1, 2, and land, and take the magnet here. Executioner. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna happen. Then there's no point in going into it early. Okay, you have 7.8 million health. Dark Vader. We have 10 minutes to kill you, okay? Okay, so you take my weapons except for the main weapon. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue. Are there shrines on this stage? Or, you know, do I somehow unlock more weapons? Oh, I thought that was a power-up or something. Do I unlock more of my weapons though? You know, this is the first time I'm fighting this guy though. Yeah, I definitely need to be close enough here. Okay, so I need to be close to him, which is scary, of course. Okay. You know what, I feel like it's better if we try and stay on the ground here as much as possible. Or at least do low jumps here. We gaming, bros, we game. Can't jump into him, goddammit. Hey, my katana is good at chopping wood. Come on, use the power. Ah! Use the power of. Oh, he's immune. Yo. Wait, how do we get up there, please? No, I think this is how you're meant to do it. If you don't have a lot of jumps. Come on, please. Jump! What the heck am I meant to... Yo, pylon stopped. Pylon stopped. This is a really cool boss fight actually. This is fucking amazing. You know, this is actually the first time I'm doing this boss because I mean, like yes, I've seen Dex videos, but often he like kills the boss so quickly so I don't get to see like actual mechanics, you know, and stuff like that, you know. Oh, now we have access to tutorial weapons. Okay, I understand. But if Anders hits himself, you know, that allows you to use more of the weapons, and then, you know, his face should go quicker here. Because now we have access to the executioner. Now we still need, of course, to... And I mean, the fact that poison is our last thing is a bit bad, though. I feel like, you know, the poison being our last thing is a bit scary. Yeah. And the fact that those things are close to him also is not fun. But I feel like as long as we don't like be stupid and just jump into him, you know, and stuff like that, like I feel like we kinda got it, you know. But he's not free by any means. I feel like, you know, this is insane if this is the first time I'm doing the boss and stuff like that, you know. The only thing I've heard about this boss is that people are saying that it is hard, you know, and stuff like that, you know. You know. But maybe we're actually cooking, you know. And I definitely feel like without like the triple jump, you wouldn't have had any chance. We go for this immediately, right? Yeah. Ah, damn it. Because sometimes you can get him into that kind of thing, you know, and stuff that, you know. Like sometimes, right, he does the whole, in a way, harder way, sometimes. Okay, last pylon, we need to stop here. And then we will get access to the wireless dagger. Okay, now we have access to 3 of the weapons. Hopefully we can make this phase go quick here. I'm kind of so more used to jumping in the other direction there. Since he's poisoning now is not really bad. Yeah, let's stop going the other way. I'm more used to going this way actually. I'm pretty certain that if time runs out you don't use the insta-lose. I don't think that happens. Yeah, we need to be very careful with our movement and I'm getting tired in my fingers, damn it. Maybe pausing is really bad here. Though. It seems to only be 3 shrines, however, each time though, you know, and stuff that, like, let's hope that this final one doesn't, like, increase the amount of shrines or something stupid like that. Here's the thing, right, the good thing is that the last phase should go the quickest. Now we have a lot more, like, you know, like now we're applying the potion a bit faster, but it's gonna be insane once we literally get to, you know. The thing is though that this has the longest range on it, by the way. Okay, that's a shield. Alright, and we do this. Damn, we got so fucking close. we did 14.2 million damage with 7 curse dolls. We did 8.4 million damage with the poison. We had 5 poison or disease. Now if we would have had 7 of the curse dolls, you know, that would have been also very insane. Katana did 3.1 million, the execution did 3.0 million, 2.7 million from the wireless dagger. The poison flash didn't do that much, you know. Thorns did 10.8k. The ghost did quite a lot of damage there, but yeah, the lightning orb did 1.7 million. So yeah. Now of course we didn't have a single Savarudo. If we had a Savarudo there, we would have survived. Because the Savarudo's time stop the way would have lasted long enough there. And stuff that, but that's an insane attempt, I feel like, you know, and stuff like that, because, you know, because yeah, if we would have had 7 of these, then that would have done a difference. If we would have found like a microwave, like if I would have stayed longer on that very last stage there, that would have been very, very good to do, you know. So though, yeah. So you don't get the tier 2 clear there, even though we very clearly have cleared the tier 2 now and stuff that's, yeah. But yeah, we go of course very, very far and stuff that there on that tier there and stuff that's, yeah, you know, that was insane. Yeah, so, you know, that was pretty insane, not gonna lie. That was pretty cool and stuff that's, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have gone differently there, but yeah. But I thought that we would fight a boss there and stuff there, because otherwise I would have killed Shangham. That would have been one more chest. That could have been really huge. And stuff that, but does that mean that you get teleported automatically on the Ghost spawn? I think Ghost spawn that stage. But that means on that stage you want to try and stay as long as possible. And stuff like that, because yeah. No, but yeah, for example, they're like, I mean, yes, we could have had like more lifesteal, that could have made things easier and stuff like that, but also like we probably would have wanted to have enough HP regen and stuff like that, yeah. But that was really bad movement there though, that we had to pay attention to. So that because the different projectiles seem to behave differently there, depending on what color it was and stuff like that, but yeah. But that was still pretty decent, you know, and stuff like that, but yeah. That just shows how powerful the executioner is, but it was like the poison really carrying that drop. But you see there, for example, like I knew that we needed to have like an even amount of curse dolls. So the curse dolls and the poison together works really nice, yeah. But I feel like with the poison flask, right, you need to have enough upgrades with. And yes, if you find an animal, if we would have found an animal way earlier, by the way, during the run, like if we would have found like an animal free, like a Moai or whatever, right? You know, like what you do to actually make tier 3 runs. I feel like it's often used, you know, you find the first Moai or the very first vendor, you know, and keep in mind that the neutral vendor can have any rarity on him and stuff like including legendaries. It doesn't technically have to wear a legendary in order to give you legendaries and stuff like that, but yeah. But if we had a single Savarudo there, because the Savarudo's like, I don't know how many seconds it lasts technically, the time stop. I think it lasts 20 seconds, I think it is. I don't think it's as massive as 70. And I think it's way longer than 10 seconds. Like I think it's at least 15 or 20 seconds or something like that, the time stop from Savarudo. Because I think it's the same as the clock that was on. The time stop clock. And here's the thing, right, the time stop clock, if you find the time stop clock, right? If you find that clock, right, and it like stops time and stuff like that, which of course is really, really good. And stuff like that with the time stop clock, right, I feel like if you get like, because I think that the power up multiply, right, yeah, right, the power up drop chance to increase the power up drop, but power up the multiply, right, probably actually means that it makes the power up stronger, which seems like really way like how would the nuke get. So of course the nuke would deal more damage to bosses, because the nuke can do a lot of damage to bosses. But I'm guessing, for example, like the shield, for example, the invulnerability shield will last longer. The speed would probably give you more speed or last longer. And the time stop would, of course, the only thing the time stop could get from it would be that the time stop would last longer and stuff like that. So the question is then, like, if you would be on like making the multipliers from that stronger. For example, if we instead of power up drop chance, I would go for the power up multipliers when I saw them, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah. But I hope you will enjoy this, and I will upload both of the parts today. I promise. But I hope you all enjoy this episode 13. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's episode 13 of the Megabonk and stuff like that. And I mean, like, that was a really, really good attempt. We got really close. I mean, we technically got into the final phase there, because once we would have gotten the shrines there, we would have gotten next to the last weapon. And then, of course, once we would have had like a shit ton of the poison flasks. Yeah, it's sad that I took the poison flasks as last one. I did know, of course, that if I would have known that, okay, like, this is how quick the weapons appeared, and I would have gone for the poison flask way earlier and stuff like that, you know. So yeah. Yeah, but that makes, of course, you could use then. That means that the first weapon becomes the most important weapon. So whatever your starting weapon is, become the most important thing. So Amog does have advantage on that stage then. You know. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy this, and I'll see you all next time.